for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd and goal, Jones escaping the pressure. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And folks, kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson being chased out left. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big play there on the scramble.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Jackson on first down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Jackson now.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd down and goal. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Touchdown!
J.K. Dobbins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 27, Jones. Flush to his right. Harris has it over the middle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his target, Harris. taken out of bounds. A big play there for New England.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
From the 29, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Jones on 3rd down.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 39 yards.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And I think the ball's out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired, and he's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
57 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back to throw again.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop. He's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne
43 yards.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Folk as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Jones now off the play fake.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Folk connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion.
And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the interception, here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll run again with Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I can never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now Jones, off play action. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are